Sarah, would you help me with something in the kitchen?
Graham, you know I love you, but I'm not really comfortable having a safe sex conversation with my grandmother.
You're not. The only time I mentioned sex to my grandmother was when we wanted to have the cat spayed.
Well, then, okay, we don't even have to talk about it. We'll just forget it.
We do. This is much too important, Sarah.
Okay, well, if that's how you feel, then let's get it over with. But only if the conversation has nothing to do with me breaking up with Nicholas.
All right. Come here. All I want, Sarah, is for you to realize that sex at any age is an enormous involvement.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Do you really mean that? Or are you just trying to end this conversation quickly?
I had this friend in Colorado who was a little wilder than the rest of us, and naturally she had sex first. Well, I went to go tell her how crazy she was, and she told me that her boyfriend and her always used a condom. Well, 6 months later, she was pregnant. That taught me a lesson, Graham. Condoms aren't always an answer.
Well, that's true. But there is another reason why young people should abstain from sex, and it has nothing to do with babies or diseases.
Well, like what?
Making love with another human being creates a very deep commitment. Now, this may be a cliché, but it's especially true for girls. So unless you're absolutely sure you're in a long-term relationship with someone you trust, that kind of intimacy can be a shattering experience.
You mean if you break up?
And at your age, you most likely will.
Well, the way I feel about Nicholas right now, I couldn't imagine ever being without him.
Try and hold just a little something back. In the long run, it'll be better for both of you.
Graham, he makes me happy. We have fun, we communicate. We always know what the other's thinking, which is why finding these condoms was such a surprise to me.
Well, then maybe you need to ask him a few questions.
Maybe I need to answer a few myself.
Oh, Sarah. If this had happened to anyone else, I'd be calling the boy's parents right now. But knowing you, I trust it will be handled in a very responsible manner.
It will. I should go.
Mm-hmm.
The sooner that I confront Nicholas with this, the sooner we can move on.
Good.
You already did that.
Oh, sorry. Is there anything else that needs to be wiped down?
What happened? Did you break another platter?
No, it's just that Grandma's coming by tonight, and I want to make sure that she says really nice things about me.
Oh, Elizabeth, is Ruby still getting to you? Come on, don't let it happen. She's only rough with the people she likes.
Well, then I must be her favorite person.
Yeah, especially since I found the secret to getting a good tip.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Don't bring change.
Cute. I've really got to look for something else to clean.
Elizabeth, hey, you really this nervous about Audrey coming by?
A little. You see, Graham and I, we don't get a lot of time to spend with each other anymore, and I have something really important I want to talk to her about.
What? Just say what's on your mind.
Even if it has to do with Sarah?
What's up with Sarah? She's still a psycho beast in your mind?
Well, if anything, it's getting worse. But after tonight, even Graham's gonna have to admit that our angelic little Sarah wasn't the same girl she was a few months ago.
Lucky delivery!
All right, I gotta go. Listen, if you really want to impress Ruby, clean the deep fryer.
Ruby, will you at least give it a chance?
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Oh, Oh, that's the spirit. Who knows? You may turn out to be a fabulous bridge player.
I'll see you next Sunday.
Good.
What's the matter, Graham? You didn't like the meatloaf?
Well, I guess I wasn't as hungry as I thought.
You have something on your mind?
You could say that.
Could I sit down for a second?
Oh, yes, of course. Please do.
Now, you know I've been trying really hard at being honest, so I guess the best way to do this is just to, come right out and say it.
Say what?
Oh, well, I'm really concerned about my relationship with Sarah.
Oh? What happened?
Well, nothing in specific, but it just seems lately she just doesn't like me.
As I have told you before, Elizabeth, sisters don't always get along, but I am certain that Sarah likes you very much.
Well, let me give you an example. The other night we got in a fight, right? Nothing unusual. But in the old days, we would have been over it within 2 hours. Now, she just completely turns me off. And this morning, I asked her a question, and you know what she answered with? Oh, Lizzie, you're too young to understand. I mean, I don't need this. I've got feelings, too.
What was the question?
See, that was a really weird thing. I mean, all I asked her was how things were going with Nicholas.
Well, maybe she's a little uncomfortable talking about him. I mean, after all, their relationship seems to have become rather serious.
Serious? What do you mean?
What I mean by serious is when a relationship reaches a particular point of intensity, as Sarah and Nicholas's obviously has, then certain issues come up that must be addressed.
You mean sex?
Yes.
Oh my God. Nicholas and Sarah?
Now, wait a minute. That is not what I meant or said. Sarah and Nicholas have done no such thing as far as I know.
Oh, well, that's a relief to hear because, you know, for a minute there I thought that maybe, never mind.
About what?
Graham, it's Nicholas. He's traveled, he's been all over the world, he's probably experienced things, and, you know, I just always thought that
please, I do not want to engage in any gossip about Sarah, and I expect the same restraint from you.
You're right. You're absolutely right. We should just sit back, cross our fingers, and wait.
Well, I'll see you at home, Elizabeth. Tell Ruby I'm sorry about the meatloaf.
Okay.
You okay?
Oh, lucky. Yeah, I'm fine, but I've got to get back to work.
Hey, come on now. Don't tell me what's the matter.
Well, it's kind of personal.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. You know, I mean, I
And besides,
understand them.
Sarah would kill me, and I just promised Graham that I wouldn't say anything, but hearing it come out of your own grandmother's mouth is so strange.
Hearing what?
I just always thought that Sarah would be a virgin until she gets married, but now, well...
Are you trying to tell me that she's not?
No, I didn't say that. But if what Graham's telling me is true, then it's only a matter of time.